All right, let me try that again. That was interesting. I'm Patricia Cori coming to you live on March 18th. And my topic today, well, I was starting to say when my live cut out, just cut out completely, which was interesting, that there's plenty to talk about on the world stage. Oh my God. But I'm always most concerned. Well, I'm concerned about war and disease and pestilence and hate and rioting, etc. But I'm very concerned about the earth and the rumblings and the giant cracking of the topography. There's a big giant crap going on, a crack, no pun intended, in Turkey. And I recalled reading something time ago about how a lot of aliens left the earth millions of years ago because it was an unstable planet. And I wonder if that has if any of you have heard that or seen that information. I'd love to get it back on it, because I think it's a worthwhile discussion. Send it to me if you're aware of what I'm talking about. Meanwhile, speaking of disruption, I just wanted to draw attention to the fact that today is the day of Prince Harry's court case, where the documents are supposedly being opened. The court case about his visa. And what I was starting to say before I got interrupted is that truthers don't talk that much about Harry and Meghan because it feels too superficial. In a world with just drama everywhere of great deep consequences, somehow Meghan and her little shows and all the antics of these two seem relatively unimportant. However, I do want to draw attention to the fact that there's this case opening up now regarding the $250,000 donated to Ashley Biden's women's charity by, I think Meghan, maybe the both of them, anyway, by them. The fact that, and this ties in with, Harry's visa, because we all know that Biden refused anything resembling yielding to the Heritage Foundation's request for his visa documents to be seen. And then there's the question about U.S. aid and what appears in their account. And of course, let me preface this all by saying, allegedly, so that I'm covered. And I just wanted to draw attention that today is the day that Harry's documents are unsealed. And that's a very interesting thing, because now that Trump is in, even though he said, no, I would never go after Harry, he's got enough problems with his wife. Trump doesn't pull his punches whatsoever. But there remains this ambiguous situation, which is, as you probably know, if he lied on his visa application and said he didn't have any drugs, then that's lying on an official document, which is very serious. And if instead he says he lied in the book where he talked about cocaine, marijuana, and psychedelics, and how he started with cocaine when he was 17, and then he pulled back and said this was the publisher, I think, said it was an exaggeration. So what is it? Which is it? I think it's a very interesting thing that this is coming to the fore. I think it's more than just a superficial question regarding these two, who are not only superficial, they have political positions, even though they're supposed to be royals or semi-royals, so they're not supposed to have them. They do. And if you haven't heard, the latest is that the second season, which is, of course, not really a second season, but more regurgitation of pieces of season 1 of Meghan's show with Love, Meghan, which features, supposedly it was a cooking show, then it was a lifestyle show, then we don't know what the hell was. Well, guess what? Now it's going to be a political show, because she is going, yes, it's true, to have on, try to believe me when I say this, Kamala Harris on one segment and Gavin Newsom on another. And apparently, while they're making donuts or covered in flowers, or I think they're going to make cupcakes for 4th of July, we have heard that the part of the rhetoric will be roasting Trump. That ought to be very interesting. So I just bring it up because it is the day today that this court situation, the judge Carl Nichols supposedly has to release these documents and reveal to the world, which is only fair, especially at a time when America is deporting illegal aliens, that the world gets to see what's on those documents. Because in the strict interpretation of the law, if Harold lied on those, he's an illegal immigrant. And of course, because of his position and his, which is what I'm trying to get to here, his leaning toward the agenda we all know and love, then he was protected. Was that related to the $250,000 donation to Biden's daughter? I'm excited that this information is coming out, asking only that justice be served for all, and that if we're going to break down this system, which we are soon learning, we are realizing is about elite versus the rest. And that has to change. So pay attention today because it will be coming out. I don't think it can be delayed. Excuse me. And let's see what's in Harry's documents and what that means for his sojourn in America. As I listen to the rhetoric coming from these two, I mean, let's not forget that Prince Harry said that the First Amendment was bollocks. 1, free speech is not bollocks. 2, you are not in a position to speak about an American constitutional value as a spoiled prince who's now living in the twilight zone in his little Montecito mansion for the time being. That's all I have to say. May justice be served. This is Patricia Cori, inviting you to think about this, even though it sounds like a superficial issue. I don't think it is. I think it has deep roots. I think these two have deep roots. And all of the motivation is very different than what it appears. And for a final thought, is that why no matter what happens, she keeps her Netflix show? No matter the ratings, no matter the backlash, she gets to keep moving on and on. Who's behind her? Food for thought. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later. It's me, Patricia, signing out for now. Oops, how'd that happen? I'm still here? Okay, let me sign out again. This is Patricia Cori signing out. I'll be back with you soon.